This is the most popular judge on YouTube right now.
Look at me. If I go like this, is that threatening or harassing?
David Fleischer is a judge in the Harris County Criminal Court in Texas, and he's known for publicly roasting red flag folks. But is he exhibiting red flag behavior himself?
If I go like this?
That's what a lot of people online seem to think. They think he is very abrasive and unprofessional. Some even think he acts like a petulant child. Does he join his defendants and cross the line into red flag territory? You be the judge.
And I will too, brother. Merch. For green flag folks only, support the channel, okay? I can barely breathe out here.
So we're going to review a trial that is fascinating to me, particularly because the judge is probably the most unique judge I've ever seen in my entire life. But first, let's quickly go over why there's even a trial in the first place. The defendant is a pretty horrible guy, and he has been accused of stalking his current girlfriend, who he lives with, and some other very horrible things.
In regards to an assault on a family case, upon further investigation, the officer made contact with the complaining witness, who reported that the defendant had been harassing her since September 18th, 2024, by sending her videos, voicemails, and text messages containing horrible remarks, approximately 50 to 60 messages in total. In the voicemails, the defendant curses at her, asking, "Where are you? Why the fuck aren't you at work?"
Yikes. Well, I don't think they said your first name, so I'm just gonna call you YBAX.
Cause you're a controller, Bubba!
Complainant showed the officer text messages of the defendant telling the complaining witness, "Kill yourself and I want to watch you suffocate, and your family hates you."
I don't think you're getting family reunion evites either, pal!
Officers were dispatched to an assault. The complaining witness advised that the defendant came home upset about socks not being in the closet.
Wait, you don't put socks in a drawer? They're just floating willy-nilly around in a closet? That makes about as much sense as serving soup in a strainer.
The complaining witness advised that the defendant grabbed her by the arm and forcibly shoved her out of the house, throwing her on the porch. She advised that she felt pain, and she advised that this has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 years. The officers observed purple and green bruises on her arm, foot, and her legs. The bruises were green, purple, and red, and of significant size.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, but surely there's no way he could be even more troublesome than this, right? Wrong. But wait, there's more.
Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. You scare me something good. Since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that's where I'll be, brother!
Then the judge says a few words to the victim, and I think this is really telling of how he actually conducts himself in a courtroom.
Has to have this kind of treatment whatsoever for any reason, and I will do everything in my power to protect you. All I need you to do is tell me. All I need is please give me the word.
Okay, I think we can all agree on two things here. That was a nice gesture on the judge's part. And number two, the defendant is on his last legal and moral leg here, I think. Yeah, he is one slip up away from spending years and years and years in prison. He is very close to wearing orange Crocs for the rest of his life. But we'll come back to this a little later.
Mr. Fritter, look at me. When someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the damn drawer, they're liable to get a beating. Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're going to live it with me now. Because one false move, I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust.
God, how is he doing courtroom clapbacks right now? It looks like he just filmed the Six Flags commercial.
Or put anyone in fear, or put anyone in harm's way. So help me, I will grow horn and tails because I will be so upset. I'm entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies her as a protected individual. You're not to have any kind of communication whatsoever. You're not supposed to have any, you will not have any threatening or harassing contact. What is threatening or harassing? doesn't matter what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing?
My butt cheeks are clenched so tight right now, you could stick some coal through them and make jewelry.
So I spent a lot of time in the YouTube comments and on Reddit, and there's a lot of people who do not like Judge Fleischer. He is his flavor is not really for everyone, and I've learned that there are two main reasons why. Number one, he's doing this for views, essentially, make people money, and basically they're saying that he's in it for the green. Now, this is a man who is a former defense attorney, and he cut his salary in half in order to be a judge. Additionally, judges are restricted from earning any money on YouTube. They earn nothing. So personally, I'm not buying that first one. And we'll get to the second reason here in a minute.
I've given him a lawyer. He knows what's expected of him. And I'm going to drug test him like crazy to make sure that he's not using alcohol or dope. In fact, I'm going to test him 2 times a week.
Okay, look, if I was getting theatrically threatened by a bow tie, I'd have a hard time not laughing too. But nevertheless,
No dope, no alcohol. And when I mean no alcohol from any source. No isopropyl alcohol, cakes, candies, foods, gums, energy drinks, tequila lollipops, hair dye.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about this dude, sucking on tequila lollipops. You know how ridiculous you would look trying to control the house with that? Just, hey, put those socks in the closet.
And if I get one, and I mean one breath that she's been mistreated in any way, shape, or fashion, holy freaking moly.
holy moly, roly poly!
A minute ago, I mentioned that there are two key reasons why people do not like Judge Fleischer. Number one was that he is in it for the money. Number two is he is unprofessional. Let me tell you a quick story. When I was 22 years old, about 10 plus years ago, my family and I went to Florida to take a family vacation, quick trip kind of thing. And I drove separately because I had to go back earlier. I was cutting through Alabama, blaring music as loud as I could. Metal, I'm a big metal fan. And that causes me to drive very fast. I was going very, very fast. So fast that I got pulled over. I saw a cop car behind me, unmarked. I was like, crap. Here we go, dude. Here we go. So I get stopped, pulled over. This guy who's not dressed like a normal cop comes out. He's got a tie. He's got like a blazer, khakis, and like the Oakley's sunglasses. I'm like, what? I'm even more scared now at this point. He gets up to my car. He goes, you know how fast you were going? And I was like, no. He goes, I'm not kidding you. He said, you were going 123 in a 65. My heart dropped to my toes. And then he said, look, I am a detective. I am currently working a homicide at this moment in time, but I saw you were going so fast that I just had to stop what I was doing and pull you over because this is insane for you to be driving this fast. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to give you a ticket. I'm busy. I'm too busy right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to yell at you for a few minutes and you're going to sit here and shut up. And that's going to be it. So he got red in the face, screamed at me, you're going to kill somebody. The next time you do this, you're going to be dead. I'm going to be working your case next. And just berating me. And I'm just beside myself with fear because this guy's a lot bigger than I was. After that, I didn't speed for years. And to this day, I drive like a senior citizen now. You know how many times a week I get made fun of by my girlfriend for driving like an old man? It's bad. And it's all because of this detective who pulled me over. I say this to say that's what this judge is doing to this stalker right now. I might upset some people with my opinion on this. I don't know. But when an act is this extreme, sometimes it has to be met with a certain energy. If there's an ounce of a conscience in this dude's brain, this energy, to me, is the only way that you're going to get through to him. You're not going to get through to him with professionalism and stoicism and just sitting there like normal. You can't be normal because he's not normal. And to me, this is not just for him. The victim is in the courtroom. She's right there. For me personally, I would love to watch this little fairy pop off on my abuser. Like, are you kidding me? I will say that I do understand where people are thinking that he is unprofessional. I see where they're coming from because what he wears and how he acts doesn't really match up to me. You can't be an intimidating monster dressed like Andy Bernard and saying things like "holy freaking moly." It just doesn't, you know, it's kind of jarring almost. As of right now, I think that would be my only critique of him, but then again, that's also part of his charm in a way, and it's working. What do I know? But let me know what you guys think. I'm actually very curious because it's an interesting conversation. Anyway, I do have more videos for you to watch. Click the box in the top left-hand corner, and I will see you over there. Oh, and one more time.
Nuts! 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 For Greenfly folks only, support the channel, okay? I can barely breathe out here.